Available with dubbing in other languages, activate them from the video settings under Audio Track. Have you ever wondered if you're really meant to train a certain way just because of your body's natural shape? This one question has the power to completely change how millions of people approach their workout routines, often leading them to amazing progress or frustrating plateaus. The idea that your natural body type tells you how to exercise is one of the oldest ideas in health and wellness. Before you jump into another workout plan or diet, it's really important to understand what the science says about this idea. This journey will give you clear, science-backed answers you need to make smart choices and finally see the results you've been working for. For many years, the fitness world has presented the somatotype theory as a simple guide to getting your ideal body. It promises a shortcut, a special secret code, that once you figure it out, will unlock your body's full potential with seemingly less effort. Magazines, trainers, online influencers. They created a strong story that suggests your success or failure depends on whether you are an ectomorph, mesomorph, endomorph. But with personalized science and data-driven training, we have to ask, does this simple way of sorting people still matter? Is it a good compass or an old-fashioned idea? This video will be your practical guide through the maze of somatotype-based training. By the end, you'll have clarity, tools, and a flexible plan. Let's start with, what exactly is a somatotype? The idea of somatotype is, at its core, a system to sort human bodies into three main types: ectomorph, mesomorph, and endomorph. This idea came about in the 1940s from William Sheldon. He tried to connect body types with personality traits. The part about personality was mostly proven wrong, but the body type ideas stuck around, especially in fitness and bodybuilding. The idea was simple and easy to see, which helped it stay popular for generations. Let's break down the three classic types. The ectomorph. Thin build, long body, long arms and legs, narrow shoulders. They usually have a fast metabolism, so it's hard for them to gain weight, muscle or fat. They're often called hard gainers. On the other side is the endomorph, with a softer, rounder shape and a sturdier build. They tend to have a slower metabolism and are more likely to store energy as fat. In between these two is the mesomorph, who is naturally athletic and muscular, wide shoulders, narrow waist, a strong rectangular shape. They respond really well to exercise. This made them the ideal in early magazines, making the somatotype a way to measure physical potential. Sheldon made a scale from 1 to 7 for each type: 117, 171, 711. He knew there were mixes, like 352, a mesomorph with some endomorph traits. Today, that small detail is often lost. Simple ideas push people into just one label, creating a strict and limiting way of thinking. The main reason for its popularity and longevity is its convincing simplicity. It offers an immediate and easy-to-understand explanation of why different people have different bodies and respond differently to diet and exercise. For someone just starting out, a defined type gives a clear starting point. Endomorph. Do cardio sounds easier than understanding genetics, hormones, and lifestyle. This simplicity made it the perfect marketing tool. Targeted programs, diet plans, and products for ectomorphs. Headlines like Ultimate Ectomorph Workout or Endomorph Guide to Fat Loss sold promises. A cycle was created. The more the industry promoted it, the more the public believed it, and the more they demanded content for their label. It also offers comfort. To the skinny person who can't gain muscle, "I'm an ectomorph," validates their experience. To the one who can't lose weight, "I'm an endomorph," attributes the challenge to their metabolism. But this can encourage a deterministic mindset. The visual strength of ecto, meso, endo made the concept catchy, easy to illustrate, self-diagnose, and spread even before social media. Classifying yourself can feel proactive, but science is more nuanced than 3 boxes suggest. So, how do we use this idea without falling into its traps? Let's move from advertising to evidence. In light of modern research, the classic somatotype theory is an oversimplification of complex factors. There are genetic predispositions for shape and composition, but they aren't fixed destinies. Your body isn't set in stone by a single classification. Factors like your specific genetic makeup, hormonal environment, age, sex, training history, long-term nutritional habits, and lifestyle choices have a greater impact than a label. Most people are a mix of all three types, and their composition changes significantly over time. Somatotype is more a snapshot of the present than a life sentence. Someone who is sedentary and has a poor diet might appear endomorphic, even if their potential is more meso. With proper training and nutrition, they can reduce fat, gain muscle, and look more meso, or even ecto. Genes influence the ratio of fast, slow twitch fibers, metabolic rate, and regional fat distribution. There isn't an ectogene or an endogene, it's complex polygenic inheritance. Hundreds of genes interact with the environment. That's why somatotype can be a starting point for observation, but it lacks definitive predictive power. Use it as a general guide, not as gospel. If you look ecto, maybe you need to be more diligent with calories to gain weight. If you identify as endo, perhaps you need to watch your portions and activity. But your real progress is defined by your consistent actions, your program, diet, feedback, and real-world data, not a label. Adjust your plan based on your progress and objective feedback. Let's move on to specific strategies by tendency. For ectomorphic traits, think a lean body, long limbs, and difficulty gaining weight, the goal is to build mass and strength. The key is consistent, progressive resistance training, focusing on compound, multi-joint exercises. These use more muscle fibers and create a bigger anabolic response. Think squats, deadlifts, bench presses, overhead presses, and barbell rows. These lifts build the strongest foundation. Manage your workout volume and frequency well. 3 to 4 full-body workouts or an upper-lower split per week usually works better than training 6 to 7 days. Focus on strength and muscle growth. 3 to 5 sets in the 4 to 8 rep range for high mechanical tension without too much fatigue. Cardio is important for health, but be smart about it. Too much burns key calories and can get in the way of recovery. Limit it to 1 to 2 short, low-intensity sessions. Activities like brisk walking or light cycling are great. For nutrition, consistently eat more than you burn. A calorie surplus is a must. Prioritize nutrient-dense foods. Protein, aim for 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight. Don't be afraid of carbs. They power your workouts and refill glycogen stores. Healthy fats support your hormones. If it's hard to get enough calories from solid food, use liquid calories, shakes with protein, carbs, like oats and banana, and fats, like peanut butter or oil. People with mesomorphic traits usually respond really well to many different styles. The main thing is to build a balanced body and get better at what you do. Mix in strength training, muscle growth, and athletic conditioning to make the most of your natural gifts without getting stuck or creating imbalances. You can split your workouts by upper-lower body, push, pull, legs, or by body parts. Do this 4-5 days a week, focusing on how your body moves. Do heavy compound lifts for 3 to 6 reps to build strength. For muscle growth and better form, do accessory exercises for 8 to 12 reps. This way, you combine strength and a good look effectively. Include moderate cardio like jogging, cycling, or HIIT. Do this 2 to 3 times a week to help with your body shape and performance. If you want to build muscle, eat a little bit more than you burn. If you want to get lean, eat a little less. Aim for 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, and adjust your carbs and fats based on how active you are and what your goal is. A balanced approach helps you keep an athletic look and boosts your performance, helping you build on a foundation that's already really promising. For endomorphic traits, meaning a tendency to store fat and a softer body shape, the strategy is two-pronged. Build muscle and encourage fat loss. Resistance training boosts your resting metabolism and improves your body composition over time. Aim for higher volume and total intensity to burn the most calories during and after your workout. Full body or circuit-style workouts 3 to 5 times a week. Keep your heart rate up and rest short, creating a metabolic demand. Squats, deadlifts, presses, and rows are still key. Use 8-15 reps for muscle endurance, a good pump, and helpful metabolic stress. Include 2 to 4 sessions per week, 2 days of moderate steady-state cardio, for example, 30-45 minutes of incline walking or elliptical, and 1 to 2 HIIT sessions on non-weight training days. Nutrition is crucial. A moderate and sustainable calorie deficit, avoiding going so low that it affects your energy or muscle mass. Aim for 1.6-2.2 grams of protein per kilogram to preserve muscle and increase fullness. Prioritize nutrient-dense and fiber-rich foods, vegetables, lean proteins, and complex carbohydrates. The combination of strength training, steady-state cardio, and HIIT, along with a protein-rich diet and a moderate deficit, tackles fat from multiple angles and is sustainable. Myth: your body type is set for life. Reality: your body can change and adapt with your lifestyle, training, and what you eat. With years of hard work, a good diet, and healthy habits, a young ectomorph can build muscle. An endomorph can get a lean, athletic body. Your body type shows what you are now, not what you can become. It's not true that only ectomorphs should lift weights, or that endomorphs should only do cardio. Everyone benefits from getting stronger over time. Build muscle, make your bones stronger, improve your body's health, and be more capable. Cardio is super important for a healthy heart, staying power, and getting better after workouts. The main thing is not to pick one type of exercise over another, but to adjust how much, how hard, and how often you train to reach your goals. Too much intense cardio with too few calories can mess with your recovery, but moderate cardio can help blood flow, get nutrients to your muscles, improve your ability to work out, and help you get stronger. Don't let "I'm a hard gainer" make you quit. Ask yourself, are you eating enough? Are you lifting heavier over time? Are you sleeping well? Make changes before you give up. Sticking with it, working hard, and being willing to change your plan based on real facts will decide if you succeed. Not a label. Your body isn't a fixed label. It's a living thing that changes and tells the story of your life, your habits, your efforts, your food, how you think. Somatotypes can be a starting point, a push, but never a cage that limits what you can do. The power is in your hands. In every food choice, in every set, in every hour of sleep. Progress comes from doing and watching, not just from talking about it. The best plan is one you can stick with for a long time. Start smart, use these ideas, and most importantly, see how your own body responds. Measure with a scale, tape, photos, and the weights you lift. That real information is worth more than any previous label. Be curious, patient, and willing to change. If you're not gaining, eat more. If you're not losing, burn more. If you're not getting stronger, check your program, rest, and how often you work out. These ideas work for everyone, tall and thin, short and strong, or somewhere in between. Your effort shapes your body. Your body isn't your fate. It can be your design. Somatotype is the first chapter, not the last word. You write the rest. Use knowledge as a tool, not a strict rule, and build a stronger, healthier you. Based on these descriptions, which type do you think you are most like, and how has your training gone? Share this video if you found it helpful. We're trying out dubbing to reach more people. Let us know if it was useful.